Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Claire and this is going to be the beginning of another reading, writing, quarantined vlog. So Ohio, starting today, is officially under lockdown. We are not supposed to leave our houses and all non-essential businesses are closed. Doesn't really change much about my situation because I basically for the last week have been acting like I have been under a mandatory lockdown, but here we are. I actually went to bed early last night and then today woke up at 5:30 a.m. which is typically when I wake up during an actual work week, but I just know I'm so much more productive and I get so much more done when I wake up early. Got ready, ignore my derpy sweater. I meant to change into something cooler and then it rained. But yeah, so I finished editing up and I am currently posting, well actually last week's vlog, that's what I'm doing right now, is getting that, just waiting for that to upload completely, but I got the thumbnail and all that stuff figured out this morning. Walked the dogs, talked to my mom, and it's only 10 a.m. I'm a little bit hungry, which is weird. I'm usually not hungry this early. Maybe do some reading of the Guinevere Deception. I am officially 200 pages in. So as you can see, I'm a little bit the halfway point. So I have about a third of this book to go. I still enjoy it immensely. It is definitely a very joyful part of my day getting to read it. Oh, I also ordered yesterday from Amazon. I invested in a standing desk and a little like a stabilization mat with a little curve so you can shift on it. So I'm super excited for that because I got completely refunded for my Vegas trip. I just kind of took that money and threw it towards this thing because it's like, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna work from home. And I mean, I plan on doing work from home in the future, and just sitting down for that long is hurting my legs. Like, it's really uncomfortable, and I have nowhere in my house. I don't have any sort of counter space or anything that I can just kind of use as a makeshift standing desk. It has wheels you can use at the bottom and roll around, so I could stand maybe in this room or maybe in the dining room back there. And then this morning I was listening to one of Joe Rogan's latest podcasts with Duncan Trussell, and it is so freaking funny. I usually don't listen to when he has other comedians on. I'm just very picky when it comes to comedians, and I don't know, maybe I'm a bit of a tough crowd. I have a particular sense of humor, and sometimes I find comedians to be trying too hard or cringy, or they're just not my taste. But this Duncan Trussell guy is so freaking funny. It's like a 3-hour long podcast and I'm not even done with it yet. It's just given me an immense joy, so I'm putting that out there for you guys if you are also looking for a laugh and a good time. And definitely some stoner thoughts, but some interesting thoughts nonetheless. And I actually used my planner. It's upstairs, but I used my planner because I basically just did not use it at all, because I was like, well, what's the point of using my planner? I know what I need to get done and I don't have any work responsibilities. I'm just going to be at home the entire time. I was decently productive last week, but I think I could be even more productive, hence why I woke up so early this morning. And then I filled out my planner last night with things that I need to get done, which will involve finishing out and sending off my chapter 3 to my secret editor friend. I'm getting this video uploaded, which I already did this morning, and yeah, just potentially working on another chapter. Okay, if you guys have been with me for a minute, I have had ideas for a while of maybe doing a series on Celtic creatures. I'm super into, I don't know, that kind of like mythology, but very like creature oriented mythology, and Celtic countries have some of the scariest and raddest creatures. So I've always wanted to do like a series of short little episodes talking about these different creatures. I've just been too busy that I haven't been able to take the time to do enough research, but I think I'm gonna maybe aim to make a video like that this week. And ooh, do I want to put this on YouTube, or do I want to keep this on IGTV? I haven't quite decided yet. Let me know down below. But it's tricky because it's like, do I want to keep this very strictly reading and writing and book related, because another idea is maybe talking about all the different games that I've been playing lately. And I've had game stuff on this channel before, like board game oriented stuff, but I'm like, maybe that would fit better if I start throwing that up more on my Instagram and IGTV. And I know I'm thinking about this way too much, but definitely leave me your thoughts and opinions on this matter down below. So anyway, I need to get started on all that sorts of stuff, so I will check in with you guys later. Did y'all see that lazy dog on the couch? Oh my god, he's been such a couch potato. He like loves it on there, which you would think he would maybe get overheated. He is all about the couch and he always looks so freaking cute. It's also his adoption day this upcoming Saturday, I think, the 28th of March. That is when I officially adopted him. I was gonna take the doggies to the dog park, but I think those are closed down. So I just finished up editing my chapter 3. I sent it off to my secret editing friend and some beta readers, and now I'm going to, well, take the dogs on a walk, but when I get back, I'm gonna look at chapter 4, which I don't think will need that much editing, and maybe even get to chapter 5 today, which I think will need a lot more editing, but it's like adding stuff, mostly dialogue-wise, like not necessarily kind of some content stuff. I don't know. Chapter 5 might be a little bit of a project this week, but chapter 4 should be relatively easy, but don't hold me to that because I always say that and then it turns into like a 2-week long affair. Hi everyone, so I'm actually, look, all dolled up to go to the grocery store. It feels like such an adventurous thing to do right now. I have not driven my car for over a week. I'm tempted to go to the grocery store that's like half an hour away from me just to like drive. I actually really like driving, but I'm going to listen to more of Morning Star. I listened to it this morning as I was getting ready, took the puppies on a walk, talked to my mom. So I just want to get the grocery stuff under my belt and then spend a lot of today writing, maybe doing a little bit of video editing so I can have this week's video go up either tomorrow on Wednesday or Thursday ideally. We'll see how far I get with my writing stuff because I worked on chapter 4. While it definitely does not need nearly the amount of work that pretty much the rest of the chapters have required. There's been a lot of like copy and pasting and just kind of moving stuff around. So now I'm reading through and just making sure it all makes sense. Once I finish up chapter 4, I don't even think I'll need to send that out to maybe a few beta readers that haven't read it yet, but that basically got the thumbs up from my secret editor friend the last time I sent it to her, and I'm only making sure that it fits with the new, not new plot line, but the new information that my newly revised chapters are adding. I think I'll be able to get through that fairly early on today and then focus on chapter 5. And I would like to get at least those 2 things done. It's not that I don't want to focus on filming and all that because I really enjoyed doing that, but between thinking about what I'm gonna talk about and filming and the setup for filming and the setup for like me, it just takes a really long time. We'll see how I am between like 1 and 3 p.m. and if I feel like I've gotten far enough along in my writing, then I'll consider doing a video today, but otherwise I need to prioritize my writing first. Hey friends, not much of an update. I just spent the last 3 hours or so writing. I have more details in the writing vlog that will be up before this, so check it out if you want more in-depth info as to what exactly I'm writing, the challenges that I'm facing. Not even facing, I actually had a great writing session, a great writing day. Got a ton of work done. You know what I did though that I think helped with that? My phone was dying and I charged it upstairs, so I wasn't even tempted by it being in the same room, being within arm's reach of me, even being on the same floor as me. It was just far away. If it's been vibrating or going off, I can't hear it. And it's like, dang, I think that helped a lot with my productivity because I basically drafted a brand new chapter today on top of editing yesterday's. We'll see how far I get tomorrow. I'm trying to get through this manuscript while I have this time away from work, and it just takes so much time. It's kind of crazy. We'll see what I'm able to accomplish tomorrow. Definitely was not able to film, which makes me a little bit nervous because I'm like, when the heck am I gonna film when editing and writing and really focusing on that takes so long, and I have to start editing this video. That's more my concern. Like I've said in previous vlogs, I might have to stick to vlogging for a while because these videos just take up so much less time to both film and edit, and that might just be the way to go if I'm going to focus on this manuscript, although I do have ideas in the future for different videos that I want to throw on here that I'm really excited to do. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. I will check in with you guys tomorrow. All right, hi everyone. It is Wednesday and I have like some laundry going. I got ready. I'm about to walk the dogs and call my mom. It is so freaking beautiful out. It's gonna get up into the 60s. Oh no, where's the garbage truck? I say oh no because it scares Saphira. Saphira does not like garbage trucks at all. Other cars, she's okay with. Garbage trucks, she freaks out. But yeah, it is so freaking beautiful. There's not a cloud in the sky. It's sunny, like super sunny, not just like partially sunny. I still might need to wear a coat when I go out and walk them this morning, but I am just so excited to be outside. I miss the sun so much and it makes me so excited. It's not quite warm enough yet to start gardening. It just makes me so excited for when it gets to that point. I am going to work on the writing vlog that will be up before this video, but I need to actually get started on editing it. Do some reading because I did so much writing and work yesterday. I just have not been reading the Guinevere Deception at all. I've been listening to Morningstar, but I want to do some actual reading because it's a pretty short book. It's an extremely easy read. I just have not been giving myself the time to go through it because while last week I was reading it at night before bed, then I started to watch Korra and I've been doing an episode a night, and last night was the 4th episode, and that's when she Korra gets really freaked out over Amon, and something about that just like gave me chills. Amon, which is the main villain in book 1 of Korra, is more of a Hitler like figure. There's just something about the fear that the entire city is feeling that feels extremely relevant right now, and I was just like, ooh, really freaking out. I also, not to just keep going on about Avatar, but while I have re-watched the series before, not in its entirety from beginning to end, like I re-watched each season leading up to the next season, but not from book 1 to book 4, where Avatar I've watched it like 16, 17 times. But with Korra, I haven't done that. I think a lot of people found her to be kind of obnoxious and abrasive in book 1, but now, especially knowing what's going to happen, I think they did a really good job at planting seeds to where her character arc leads and some of her weaknesses. You see how anxiety can really just tear her down and what that can do with her just in book 1. And then also, I don't know, just the abrasiveness and the naivety. Oh, that's smart, I think, to have that be so strong in the beginning because you get to watch how she changes. I think it's an extremely smart story, and the animation is so good. It's so good. It's so beautiful. It's clear. It's crisp. They do such interesting things with the camera. And one of my favorite things that they keep doing, one is slow-mo. I actually really like the slow-mo in animation. And then they like have the most beautiful instrumental soundtracks that I have ever heard have been on Avatar and Korra. It's so good. The composer for these musical tracks is a genius. And one of the things that I really like is when they have these like beautiful tense, there's a lot of high strings like leading up to a fight, and the fight is just not silent, but there's no music. Oh, it just like gives me chills. It's so freaking cool. So I am strongly enjoying Korra. It feels strangely more topical and relevant than I was expecting it to be. So anyway, I need to get going and walking these puppies, but I will check back in with you guys later. Hey friends, so it's about 4 p.m. I've already taken the dogs out for their third walk of the day. It's just so nice out. There's no clouds, it's sunny. It says it's about 60 degrees, but especially once you get moving, it feels way warmer than that. I am just like living for this weather. The only problem is now that I'm not super in the mood to write or be on my computer in general because I just want to be outside. So I think my compromise for the next few hours is to set up something outside to read the Guinevere Deception, and then once I have my fill, then come back in and work for the last few hours of the day. Before doing that, I got a wonderful package from a subscriber friend. So thank you so much for sending this out. And I thought it would be really fun to open it on camera. And I think this kind of stuff is really fun. I like watching other people do it, so I hope you enjoy when I do it. And I will say that he did reach out to me asking to send this. So I already know what it's going to be, but I can't wait to see it in person. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have been thinking about purchasing this book for a long time. Wow, look at it. Okay, so this is the art of the animated series of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I have been wanting this for so long. Look at this. Wow, because they have a lot of their early character conceptions and designs and lots of hand-drawn stuff, as well as the finished product. All of their backgrounds, they use a lot of like paint and watercolor. Oh, just see them in their entirety. Look how fun that is. All the different character designs and like early conceptions. My favorite tracker babe. Look at June. Whew, so good. One of my favorite character designs of all time is Miss June. It's like giving me chills. Oh, they have a section of all the different animals. That's so cool because I love their animal designs because it's a mashup of different pre-existing animals. Oh, that's so cool. Ooh, and it is set up into different parts based off of the different regions and elements. And then I'm really excited to get the creators and head animators, all of their thoughts. Like they always put little notes under like their different illustrations. For example, it says, it was fun to get our main characters out of their usual costumes and into something much fancier. And the costumes on Ba Sing Se's upper class were some of our favorite. I get it, they look amazing. I'm excited to see where exactly they got their inspiration from, like what real world elements they brought in for the show. That's one of my favorite things about the show. Ooh, they got storyboards. Look at this. Wow. This is as dope as I hoped it would be. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I'm just so happy. So I'm gonna go set up outside and do some reading, and I will check back in with you guys later. All Alright, hi guys. I just realized that I should probably do a check-in before I take these dogs on a walk and get real sweaty. It says it's only 64 degrees out, but it feels like 80. But I'm excited for some more sunshine. I've just been working on finishing editing a chapter to send out to my editor and like all my beta readers. I am currently in the midst of uploading the writing vlog videos. Definitely make sure to give that a look and to comment and like it. If you're into me giving writing its own special vlog and then kind of everything else in this vlog, they're definitely easy and quick to both film and edit, which is why I really like them during this quarantine time when I'm trying to focus mainly on my manuscript. Let me show you, because I said that I was reading some of the Guinevere deception last night. So look how close I am now. Can you see that? I have a little over 50 pages, like 60 pages or something like that left. And it's such a fast read. So the annoying thing that I have gotten from so many people who know that I'm a big reader is they always make comments like, oh, you haven't finished that yet? One, I can't read every day, which is why audiobooks are so useful, because sitting down to read a physical book really is a luxury that I don't always have. And two, I'm not a fast reader. I love to read. I go as fast as I can while still retaining the information, but I'm a little dyslexic and it takes me a minute. So after I walk the puppies and grab something to eat, I need to focus on my next chapter. Like I said, I'm just trying to get through these. And then if I'm at a good pace, if I make good time, then I will definitely try to read some more before watching Korra tonight. I am not surprised, but I just know so many people give the first book a lot of slack. Book 2 deserves it. Book 2 is a hot mess. But book 1, I know it's not like the cleanest, most well plotted or the most like well thought out, especially villain arcs of all time, but I find it so immensely thrilling and charming that everyone's wrong. I love Korra. All right, forgive my crazy bangs. I had them pinned up most of the day and now they are just going freaking nuts. So after cooking and cleaning and talking to friends and family and doing my Irish lesson and listening to Morning Star, and I'm about to walk the puppies, but then when I get home, it will be probably between 6 and 6:15. I will actually get started on writing for the day. Oh, another thing that I've been working on, I will link him down below, but there's this great guy on YouTube who's really into like stretches or stuff to like help your back, because I have a mild scoliosis, and then obviously from writing and stuff I can get a lot of tension in my neck and my shoulders, and sometimes they get uneven and whatever. So I have been doing his videos and they're only like 3 to 4 minutes long, but they feel so good but burn so bad and kind of hurt, and I can feel it stretching stuff. Oh, it feels amazing. Over the last few days, one of my biggest observations is that I tend to avoid working on the thing that is the hardest until later in today. Today, I did get some writing and editing stuff done and finished editing and posted a video pretty early on. I got all that stuff done before noon on top of walking the dogs and getting ready and all that stuff. Definitely relieves a little bit of sort of anxiety that I carry around with me, where it's like, oh, I need to make sure that it doesn't get too late in the day so I get enough stuff done. I don't know, working on hard stuff is hard and especially A, because I'm stuck at home, and B, because I have other stuff to do and other productive stuff to do. So it's like, oh, I could, instead of writing, I could learn Irish. Instead of writing, I could clean the house. Instead of writing, I could call my mom, which are all things that need to get done, but I also need to write. That's something I'm gonna really try to experiment with tomorrow. I did a really good job at writing very early in the morning, right after getting ready during NaNoWriMo. So I know it's possible, I know I'm capable of it, and it did relieve just so much stress off of me because the rest of the day was like, I got the most important thing done, but I will document it more in my weekly writing vlogs that I'm starting to do. So make sure you check those out too if you are specifically interested in the writing aspects of my life. All right, happy. Hey. Sorry, I get confused trying to keep track of all the vlog footage that I'm doing now, but we're back on the floor to do another package opening, but this time it's for something I ordered. Look at this, it's a little like stabilizer board. I'm not sure if this would typically be something I include in a vlog, but I am quarantined and bored. I'm actually not doing too badly, considering I'm a very extroverted person, and I definitely miss hanging out with my friends and doing D&D and just like having definite person-on-person interaction every day. I mean, I'm sure all of you are feeling the same way. Or just being like, oh, I'm kind of bored, I'm gonna go work at Barnes and Noble or something just to have a change of scenery. I think that more than anything is a little bit getting to me. But anyway, ooh, wow. I just grabbed this off of Amazon when I ordered my standing desk, which I also have, that is currently leaning on the outside of my door, and I've just been too lazy to bring it in because I think it's gonna be heavy, but it's just supposed to be more comfortable while you're working at a standing desk. So let's try it out. Yeah, I'm definitely not working very hard. I mean, it's not at enough of a curve or an angle. It's not like working out my core or anything. I think it's just supposed to keep your feet and your hips and stuff from getting cramped up. But I have been working on some writing stuff, which has been fun. What I have not been doing is walking the puppies a whole bunch because it's raining. Oh, but I am almost done with The Deception of Guinevere. I've just been hanging around, reading a bunch of that. Ooh, this is fun just to stand on for this. Ooh, I have like 30 pages left. I'm so close to the end, and I'm very curious to see how it wraps up because I almost feel like there's not going to be enough time to wrap it up, and this is actually going to turn into one of those like duologies, but that you don't know is a duology until you reach the end. And I think I've mentioned this before, but the Guinevere Deception reminds me so much of The Wrath and the Dawn, in the sense that the main protagonist is this young girl who has a lot of spunk, clever, and is badass in her own way, but is very decidedly feminine. It's not that I have anything against kind of the Katniss Everdeen types. I think those can be equally as interesting, but I think that type of character has kind of saturated the market recently and has become a very predictable YA protagonist, or they'll do the Throne of Glass thing, and I love Throne of Glass, I love that series, but where Selena is both hyper feminine but also the most badass person in the book. And I like that Guinevere is just much more, not that she is capable, she's intelligent, she's fierce, but it's much more subdued, and it just feels more relatable to somebody like me who, while I'm very attracted to extreme physical prowess, I mean, I love Avatar: The Last Airbender, and that's basically all that that show is, but having a character that's just emotionally intelligent, it's just very relatable to me. So I'm very much digging these kind of books. And I've been doing something fun on Instagram because I'm still able to motivate myself to get ready and dress up in the morning, and I've been doing like an outfit of the day over on there. So do not be afraid to follow me to check that out and DM me. I like talking to you guys. Is this distracting? I'm having so much fun. Hey guys, so it is already Saturday and I'm sorry for not updating you more yesterday. There just ended up not being a whole lot going on. Except, look at this. Oh, my standing desk. I think I'll probably link it down in the description below. Don't let me forget that. Look, I can roll it, which I really wanted to do so I could move it from this room to this room if I wanted to, just kind of to change up the scenery a little bit. And it's adjustable so I can change the height. It didn't even take that long to set up. I think it took me like 45 minutes to an hour. I'm so excited to use it today. But I also went to the little library that's in my neighborhood, not like a real library, those are closed, but like those little book libraries. Let me show you what I got. Sorry, this lighting is not super ideal. Okay, so some of these are kind of wacky, but I think they're really fun. So we have old-fashioned health remedies, but I have an old-fashioned sex book. It's like everything you wanted to know about sex but were too afraid to ask. That was published in the 60s, and it also has a yellow cover like this, and I don't know when this was published. 1977, so it kind of just has the same weird vintage health vibe that the other book had, and so I was drawn to it for that reason. Incense oils and brews, and there's some illustrations in there that I think are really fun. Witchy vibe to it, but I have a friend who I think would be really into this if I turn out not to be. A ginormous Anne Rice book. Can't see the cover too well, but it is The Witching Hour. I have never read an Anne Rice book before. I have seen the movie Interview with a Vampire, and I know she was huge in the 90s and she has a very devoted fan base, and her stuff is very gothic and creepy, which is exactly the type of vibe that I tend to jive with really well. But oh my god, this is almost 1,000 pages. This book is ginormous. It could be a really fun read in October or something like that. Okay, and these ones, do not laugh at me, but this is what really sold me on today's random book trip. Get a load of Twilight New Moon and Twilight Eclipse, the official illustrated movie companion. It's just random stuff like background information on the movies. In case I have not made it clear to you guys, I actually really love Twilight. I was in 7th grade when I read the books and the first movie came out. So I had like pictures of Edward in my locker and posters on my walls. I had the movie album. I still have the first movie on DVD. I don't own the books anymore, which I'm kind of mad at myself for getting rid of. I think I got to a point where I was a little embarrassed by them, but now I'm like, nah, they're fun, they're cheesy, and they're dramatic. Maybe not the most well written or like masterpiece movie wise, but they're just both nostalgic and just very fun. They bring me a lot of joy, and it makes me want to rewatch the movies. So today I'm gonna do some writing, but it is also Yukon's adoption day, so if weather permits, maybe do some fun stuff with him. I'm looking over there because there he is. Yukon. Yukon. Hey handsome, it's your adoption day. I love you. We already went on a super long walk earlier today because it was so warm out, hence why I'm wearing a dress, but I also think there's a storm coming in, so that's why doing more fun stuff outside might be a little iffy, but we'll see. They're definitely gonna get some sort of treat. I need to run to Walmart and either pick up some beef liver for them or chicken liver or something else weird that is cheap and dogs really like.